What is up, fam, and welcome back to another adventure. Today, while out driving around, we found this historic cemetery. It's probably one of the shortest in its existence, especially here in Georgia. The cemetery was established in 1817 and it closed in 1838 whenever they had the Native American removal, which we now know as the Trail of Tears. But we are here at the Brainard Mission Cemetery. And I kind of sort of like what they've done here. I've already been out walking around looking. But it says, site of Brainard Mission to the Cherokee Indians, established by the American Board of Commissioners for Foreign Missions in 1817. First called Chickamauga, changed to Brainard in 1818. Maintained with aid of the United States government until the removal of the Indians in 1838. Here, 40 buildings were erected and hundreds of Indians were Christianized and educated. It was something that they attempted to do, which upon my research, only very few actually converted to Christianity. So it's kind of a busy area. Now, if you notice behind me, it is now a shopping center, which is kind of sad because this is history here. But the only thing left from the Brainard Mission from 1817 to 1838 is this beautiful cemetery. If there's anything here that wishes to communicate with me, you can come talk directly into my camera. It's just a way for me to show that you're still here. So I also want you to know that you're not forgotten. I do apologize for the vehicle noise. Like I said, we are right here at a shopping center, or a mall actually. That's the one thing I hate, that they tore down all the buildings, because I'm sure y'all would like to have seen it like me, and would like to have seen the old buildings. Because when they first took over for the missions here, there was just an old grist mill that was dilapidated and a couple of other buildings, but they brought in 40 other buildings. Imagine how old this wall is, y'all. Okay, got to where I'm trying to get. It says Brainard Mission, established 1817 by the American Board of Commissioners for Foreign Missions. It played an important part in the educational development and Christianizing of the Cherokee. Brainard Cemetery contains graves of whites and Indians who died at the mission, which was discontinued in 1838 at the time of the Cherokee removal. Now, we've already been walking through here some, and every grave is dated with an 1800s date. There's no 1900s at all in here except for a memorial plaque at the entrance of this cemetery. Like all cemeteries, there's not a single power line running through here. But to give you an idea of how old some of these graves are, they don't even have names on them. There's just headstones on a lot of these, and it makes me wonder if these are really the Native Americans that's here. I'm going to hold that for a second. If y'all want to pause your screen and read this, y'all can. He labored with the Cherokee and walked with God, the Reverend Stephen Foreman, who, if I'm not mistaken, is buried right there. Brainard Mission. Now, I mean y'all absolutely no disrespect. I come in peace, and I wish to just communicate with you. I was going to use my death whistle out here until I saw how busy it is. There's people standing all over the place, and there's people driving everywhere, and I just don't want to freak them out. Now, I found this plaque to be kind of interesting if y'all want to pause this. This is the names of all the Brainard missionaries from 1817 to 1838. I do see a couple of reverends. and the last plaque that's in here. We're going to set up our REM pod this morning over here among these headstones. Died June 28, 1825, about 27 years old. This is one of the reverends that's here, and I'm pretty sure it's the one that's on that plaque. We're going to set this up, I think, right here. This device that I'm setting down, it's just a way for me to know that you're here. See, if you touch it, you get close, it makes that noise. And if you touch the antenna, it'll light all the way up. Okay. Can you touch that again, please? Okay, 2. I actually remembered to bring my EMF meter today, so I want to check the EMF in the cemetery. Right now it's showing about between 0.9 and 1 milligauss. Now if you're here, don't be afraid to come manipulate any of my equipment. You can do it. All it does is let me know that you're here. Yes? Can you make that noise again? I just heard either a hiss or a hey over here. I apologize. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Deke. I go by Deeker, the Paranormal Preacher, on YouTube. And I just want to communicate with you. I want to document that you are still here with us after all this time. You know, I would like to learn from you about your daily life here, about how it was in the 1800s, because as y'all can see, as time's progressed, things has changed a lot. We're still sitting. It's actually rising a little bit. Got up to 1.3 there for a minute. Now here in a minute, I'm going to have another piece of equipment that you can use to communicate with me. I don't know if these are headstones or just rocks that was placed here. There's another one. The city has actually done a beautiful job with the upkeep of this. One of the things that I really like when you first walk in, which I'm not sure if y'all saw or not, they have a little walking path over here covered by what we call monkey grass. Of course, it only goes so far, then it stops. But it leads to those headstones over there. It picks up here, and it goes behind those trees over there. Whoa, I was just looking down, it was 2.0. If that's you, can you light it up, shoot. Can you make my device go back up to a 2.0? Show me that you're here with me. So we are getting some EMF here, fam. And it just makes you wonder, is it paranormal or is it something from the surrounding buildings because of all the electricity? Is it leaking over here? Which is kind of a good thing because it will help fuel activity if there is any. I thought this one was neat. If y'all don't know who Chief John Ross is, Chief John Ross was the Cherokee chief during the American Civil War. At the start of the war, they were part of the Union, at which time he decided to back out of the Union and support the Confederate armies. His house is still visible today. It's well kept up. It's actually not too far from here. But this headstone is in memory of Ann Shorey McDonald, 1750 to 1825. He is the Cherokee grandmother of Chief John Ross. Now, Chief John Ross, if I'm not mistaken, died in the early 1900s because he was in his 60s or 70s at the start of the war. So he lived a good long, fulfilling life. And he actually did a lot for the Cherokee Nation. He also did a lot for the community. Can you come tell me your name? These headstones right through here is the only ones with names on them. And I kind of like what they do on some of these benches, because the benches that they have, they're all in memory of or dedicated to a chapter, like the Daughters of the American Revolution, or the something for the Cherokee Nation, which I thoroughly enjoy. Yeah, I forgot to warn y'all, there's an airport right around the corner from here. Airport's actually right over there. So here's that walking trail I was talking about. And they even have something for some of our veterans, our World War II veterans. I have what's called a K2 meter. If you come up and touch it, all it'll do is light up and let me know of your presence. Can you make a noise? Let me know where you are. What about my REM pod? Can you go touch my REM pod and make it sound off again? All it'll do is light up and make a noise. Reverend, if you don't mind, I'm going to borrow your headstone. I don't know how well we're going to be able to see that lighting up. Something has completely drained my battery. I am down to about 30% battery, so I may have to do a quick battery change here in a minute. How many spirits is at this cemetery? With all the traffic noise, are you at peace here? I know if it was me, I wouldn't be. I would hate all the noise. Has any spirit here ever tried to interact with the living to let us know that you're still here? I just saw stuff moving way over there. I don't know what it is. Is there anything evil at the cemetery? I do see some repairs on some of these headstones. I just wish they all had names on them. How many Native Americans is buried here? Can you light my K2 up again, please? I just saw it going off over here, out of the corner of my eye. I can't come at dark like I want to see y'all. But can you manifest yourself now in the daylight for me? Let me see you. Can you show yourself in front of my camera? I saw a little plaque by That massive tree way over there. Here's what it says. Do you want me to leave? Let you be. Us letting us know what this tree is, which that is a massive tree. This is a southern red oak. Oh wow. Just give y'all an idea of how old this tree is. It says southern red oak. The tree is one of 6 believed to have been planted by the Brainard missionaries about 1830. This tree has been through a lot. If that tree was planted in 1830, then this other tree must have been planted way before then. Can you tell me some of your history? Native Americans, did y'all like the missionaries coming and teaching y'all about Jesus? I know they tried to teach you English and how to read and write and speak English. Did y'all appreciate that? So we could better communicate with each other? Look at the size of this tree. That base is at least 8 foot wide. You don't see trees like this anymore. People never let them get this big around. And I'm going to give y'all an idea of how big this tree is. I'm standing in front of it, so you know about the size of a human head. Give you an idea of how big the tree is. How many graves is out here on the cemetery that's not marked? I'm kind of curious why those are all off by themselves right there. About a dozen, maybe. And of course you got those 4 by themselves. And then everything else is on this side. Is it possible that this is the Native American side over here? And this is our missionary side? I wish I could read this headstone a little bit better. Okay, well at least now we kind of know where the missionaries came from. I can kind of read some of it. Reverend Samuel Worcester, pastor of the Tabernacle Church in Salem, Massachusetts, and first corresponding secretary of the American Board of Commissaries for Foreign Ministry, 1770 to 1821. Reverend, are you here with us? If you are, can you light the K2 up or the REM pod up? Oh, that's sad. I just read this one. I'm sorry. Sacred to the memory of Caroline Vale, July 11th, 1819 to August 19th, 1822. 3-year-old, first child to die at Brainard Mission. Can the spirits tell me how this poor child passed away? Was it sickness? Was it flu? Figure out the portal. I've got to remember to start keeping bug spray in my truck because I'm getting ate up by mosquitoes. Alright, now that I have my portal out, God bless you. Bless the missionaries for all their work that they've done. How many spirits is out here with us in the cemetery? Can you make a noise? Knock on the headstone. Let me know where you're at. Other children died here. Yeah, I just heard a child's voice. Can you tell me your name? Do you know what my name is? What am I to listen for? Can you tell me where you're at the cemetery? If that was you, can you make that noise again, please? I just heard something right over here. Thing is, I don't know if it was in the cemetery or out there in the parking lot. Do you want me to leave? Thing said, yeah. Can you tell me the names of some of the spirits here? Something was just making a noise in my left ear. Sounds like a flutter noise. If that was you, can you come over here and touch me? Can you make that noise in my ear again? We're going to use the necrophonic app now, because I get good responses with both apps. So I like to use both of them. And I guarantee you, Amanda is over there in the truck. You can't even see my truck from here. With her ghost apps on. And she's going to let me know what kind of words she got. How long have you been here? Is there any spirits that want to communicate with me and tell me your story? Wow, y'all. Necrophonics pretty quiet. Is there something here preventing you from talking to me? No? I just heard a little girl say no. Can you tell me how life was from 1817 at the start of the mission till the unfortunate removal of the Native Americans in 1838? My ancestors was part of the Trail of Tears. Do you know any of them? My family was from this area. Let's take a walk. I'm on the headstones. Now don't be afraid of any of the devices that I have with me. I know it's something you've probably never seen before, but I promise you, nothing that I have will cause you any harm. Everything I have is just a way for me to communicate with you. The device in my left hand allows direct communication. You can use it and I can hear you spontaneously and I can respond to you. You can also come talk directly into my camera, which is in my right hand. So please don't be afraid to talk with me. I also have some other devices set up that I've told you about. Don't be afraid to use those. I'm curious because this whole city and this whole state where we're at right now is full of Native American culture, Native American history, and Civil War history. Was any of the Native Americans that was part of the mission part of the American Civil War? No? Yeah? So I do know that during the American Civil War, they used Native Americans as scouts. I think I spent enough time on this back side. I'm going to come to the other side and see if we can catch something on all these dozen headstones. I heard Johnny. Was that the name of one of the missionaries? Can you tell me what Cherokee tribe was here? Yes, I understand that y'all are dead. How about we instead of calling it dead, we call it living impaired? Does anyone ever come here to visit y'all? Yes. Okay, let me rephrase that question. I just realized where we were. I didn't even know this was here at the time. That building right there on the other side of the cemetery. That is the Child Advocacy Center that gave us custody of Casey. I almost called him by his birth name. That's his name, his real name. We don't even know that name. Is this side of the cemetery where the Native Americans are buried? Or are y'all intertwined with the missionaries that was here with y'all? Would you like me to bring the rest of the family over here to communicate with y'all? Are you following me around the cemetery? Curious what I'm doing? Have y'all messed with any of my equipment that I have set up since I've been over here on this side? Are you scared to mess with any of my equipment? Bless you. Can y'all tell me what this right here was? Is this a grave? Or an old bench, perhaps? Do you feel disrespected that they've made a busy mall right here at your burial site? So I know if it was me, I'd feel disrespected. When you're supposed to be at peace, how can you be at peace out here? So we're going to move the REM pod over here. Put it by these graves. It may have froze. Sometimes the REM pod will freeze open like that when I'm placing it. So I apologize for that. Now y'all see what that does. If you just go over near the antenna, it'll make a noise. Can you let me know that you're here with me? Sorry, just killed a skeeter on my leg. Now, if you can make that go off, I'll know you're here and I'll come back over there to you. That was weird. Can you tell me the name of myself or somebody that is here with me?
No, I don't.
Can you tell me the name of some of the people that is buried here? I would really, really love to come in here at nighttime. But unfortunately, there's a sign right there that says closed at dusk. On top of it, they got a chain and a lock that locks us up. Sound like you just said my name. Can you say it again? What about some of the missionaries? Is there some missionaries here that wish to communicate? Looks like they just placed rocks here. Can the Native American spirits here speak to me in their native tongue, not English? Three of you. There's three of y'all that can still speak Native American to me? So what, we're going to, Reverend, thank you for allowing me to use your headstone for this. We're going to move this. I pick it up and it starts going off, which I know my cell phone's in my hand there, but I have airplane mode on, which means it shouldn't be setting this off. So I got an idea. I'm going to do something I don't ever do. I do apologize if I walk across your grave. I'm not trying to. I'm really not. I'm trying to get over here to the benches. I don't know if y'all can see the K2 or not. I'm trying to get in a spot where it's not so. Let's see, my phone's not. Well, right there it did. So see, it goes to show that cell phones can't set these off. But I'm trying to keep the cell phone away from the sensor. But I do have airplane mode on and do not disturb, so it shouldn't be putting off any EMF. Alright, can you come over here and touch the K2 that's in my lap? Can you make it light up? Let's see, now my phone ain't even making it go off. Oh, thank you. I don't know if y'all saw it. Yeah, it's lighting up the orange. Can you light that all the way to red? The very last light. With these buses going by, it's making it hard to hear the REM pod. Would you like me to try to come back at nighttime And investigate at nighttime out here so it ain't so noisy. Yeah. So I may not be able to get directly into the graveyard, but I might be able to sit outside the fence and talk to you. What about my family? Would you like my family to come visit you? Before I bring my family into here, is there anything evil in the cemetery? Is there anything that wants to cause us any harm? I think I heard it say no. That was me stomping. I had a big ant on my foot. Can you light this K2 up some more? I'm still waiting for you making noise. Can you knock on the bench that's right here, just right here, that's right beside me? Knock on, let me know that you're here with me. I left that running long enough. I don't know about y'all, but this could be a very peaceful cemetery if it wasn't for all that behind me. But I really do wish that the old buildings were still here. I would have loved to have seen the workings. Because things back then was built to last. Unlike today's stuff. Y'all want me to try to come out here and do a nighttime investigation? Go ahead and spam the comments below. Smash that thumbs up to let me know. Some of these places I am going to try to come back to at nighttime. I just haven't had the opportunity. But I do want to get back to some of them. We still have a lot of places up here to investigate that we have not been able to get access to. That we are going to get to within the next year. For the spirits that communicated with me today, I want to thank you. I just heard knocking on that tree right here. And there's no birds in it. I was shooting my outro film and my battery died. And it's kind of interesting because I was on my way back to the truck to change the battery out. And the Necrophonic app on my phone started going off in my back pocket. Which is kind of ironic because I had the screen blacked out. So it's telling me that the spirits still want to do some communication. But unfortunately we have other places that we're trying to get to today before the storms hit. So spirits, I do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for communicating with us today. Thanks for letting us know you're here. Thanks for telling us your story. I pray that you're at peace. And that you're enjoying life in heaven. For the spirits that manipulated the equipment, thank you. As I said earlier, everything I have will not hurt you. I would never cause you any harm, and I would never disrespect you. And I do sincerely hope that you're at peace. Alright, fam. I want to thank you for watching this video with me today. Thank you for coming on this adventure. I know I've been doing a lot of cemeteries here lately, but we have a lot of cemeteries up here. And you never know what you're going to catch inside one of these cemeteries. Thanks for smashing that thumbs up. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up, do so now. Smash it on your way out. Don't forget to leave a comment after the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell that's over here in this corner. While you're out in this world, show love, not hate. Show compassion for your fellow man. There's just too much evil in this world nowadays. We need to come together as a nation. We need to come together as one. Because the Bible says, a house divided shall not stand. And unfortunately, I see it coming in this country. This great place that we call home. This nation that I fought for, that my brothers fought for. Falling apart and crumbling. Let's not forsake our forefathers. And let's come together as one nation. I want to thank you for being with us. Thank you for the support. We love each and every one of y'all. And we hope y'all have a great week this upcoming week. Don't forget, you can follow this channel on Discord. We have a Discord channel that the moderators will post for you. I'm in there as often as I can. I'm not in there as much as I used to be, but I'm trying to get back to where I'm back in there pretty frequently. But we do. We love each and every one of y'all, and we thank you for everything that you do to support this channel. Until our next adventure, fam, remember the hunt is just around the corner.